JNLT Photography here on the show today. Want to talk about a little bit about what they do and things like that. Kind of just, let everybody know what's going on. Now, I'm a photographer myself. I don't know, if we talked about that before or not. I know a lot of the people that listen to the show, they kind of know a little bit, and they've seen a little bit of my work. But what you guys do? Like, you do weddings and events, or is it like senior pictures and portraiture, things like that?
We do a lot of people-oriented photography right now. My background is natural nature, wildlife, lots and lots of animals in the wild, and that was pretty much about 5. And not too long ago, Liz started doing commercial stuff, and I was kind of concerned about the transition, and I've done some people stuff before, but now that we're into it, I've almost forgotten the wildlife stuff. I'm just having such a blast photographing people right now. And we do weddings, portraits. We do travel outbound photo booth shooting, and we also like to mix it up with. I have a vast library, a collection of photography, really. And a lot of it's more and more is getting digitized all the time. A lot of my older work is on photochrome, Ektachrome, and we're digitizing that as best we can. And I've had thousands and thousands of pictures also right on raw digital camera photography. So we're using this stock library to do presentations as well. So we're going around, we do schools. Just did a really fabulous senior residence 2 days ago. And some of our presentations, we bring our little girls along with us. And right now what we're doing is we're sort of pioneering with them. We're getting our little girls to put their own presentations together. So
Cool.
each girl will do a presentation, and I'll do mine. Eventually, I'm kind of hoping Liz will start doing her presentations as well. So she really kicked all this off. She got this ball rolling, so now I'm rolling the ball right back to the court. I'm amazed you'd mention him, because he was a key feature in my study. I'm not formally trained. I'm self-taught, and I've never really involved myself much with any sort of a outside vision of photography. But when it comes to technique and technicalities, I'm really keen on stuff like that. And Ansel Adams really pioneered the way things go right now in photography. And his work stands to this day as a giant monument of testimony to the pioneering he has done in this field. So I'm really amazed you mentioned his name. He really got my attention now.
Yeah. I like I said, I've dabbled with it. I've been doing it only about 3 years now. Yeah, and he was part of the reason I decided to get into the natural type thing. But obviously he has an advantage over us because he was an explorer who just happened to be a good photographer. There's not really very many places that we can go now and say, oh, nobody's ever seen this before. Like, what do you kind of think about that? Do you think that's helped you or kind of hurt you without, having the formal type of education in that?
There's definitely pluses and minuses with what I haven't learned in any sort of formal training, I really could use in terms of not making mistakes. But what I've learned on my own more than compensates for that. So I feel that the liberty that comes with having gone out there and taken on the challenge of understanding photography. And I did it in a way that, just for an example, I used to develop my own Ektachrome, which is really why I ever used it in the first place, just so I could develop it in my own kitchen and really, really get an amazing sort of grasp of what's going on when you develop your own film. And it's kind of a lost art nowadays. But now that you take digital format photography and you put it in like Photoshop, it's kind of like the same thing. If you really want to master Photoshop and become proficient in various degrees and ways of doing things, it's kind of the same thing. You have to really get to understand photography and what you're doing with it. A lot of people will take nowadays they'll take digital photography and they'll do some key featurettes within their cameras. Brand new cameras can manipulate, or actually you can do some sort of photoshopping within your camera nowadays. Quite exciting. And once you get into your computer and you start photoshopping there, a lot of people will default to really easy programs that will do things for you. But once you actually start doing things for yourself, you start taking over the latitude and all the different layers and composites that you can kind of work with and melt, and you can build something you can really bring out what you want in an image. Once you start doing that, you're working at a very elevated level. And in fact, there are people out there who learn by themselves and really got into accomplishing serious photographic technique by themselves. They became self-qualified teachers, and some of them are among the best ever of all teachers. Not to say there's not a lot of great photographers out there that haven't been formally studied. There are some really awesome photographers out there. Formally studied, paid their dues, been through the ranks, been up the ladder and all that, and wow, you can really see it in what they do. So sometimes it comes down to style too. So what you really want to accomplish. What is it that you want to do? That really is the ultimate deciding thing. What do you want to do? You're a photographer. That's the beauty of being a photographer today. You really go out and seize the moment. Whereas, let's say 20, 30 years ago, you used Kodachrome really well. You really had.
But I know you said you're doing a lot more people now and things like that. What do you like if somebody comes in for portraits, or they want to bring their kids in, however that works? What kind of tips and ideas did you have to give them? Like, don't do this or do this. Make sure this.
For the photographer do's and don'ts, or the client do's and don'ts?
The client. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. When we have our clients come in, what we like to do is we try to establish a rapport with them as early as possible. And with social media being as it is right now, it's so easy to do that. It's like fun, and that's what we're discovering. Like, wow, this is really fun. We have a cause for Facebooking, so we don't feel so guilty about it. It's really wonderful. So what we do is we find out where they're at, what they want, what their anticipation is, and maybe what their dreams are, and we will actually explore the dream realm with them if they want to go that far, because things like Photoshop allow that to happen. I do that for myself. If you ever have a memory you wish was a photograph, that's the kind of thing that we're doing nowadays. It can be done, and it's so exciting because we're getting to know people. They're not just clients, and it's a real surprise to me because I didn't know this the vastness, the glory of making friends on such a scale as what we're doing right now. It caught me by surprise. It surprises me every time. And it's just the most wonderful, it's actually an emotional thing. We're getting to know people, meeting people, lots and lots of people. And we're doing something really wonderful with them. We are capturing moments in their lives, and we're capturing a look for them, and we're actually kind of manipulating that look in some cases, But that's the way it is nowadays. We are learning how to get more and more, let's say, deep with our clients, we're learning how to present them in a photograph, in an image that it's a way that they can put their face out there in the world, and the world sees them. You know, it's a social media thing. It's so immediate. We are actually snapping our clients. We're flipping our cameras around off the tripod sometimes to show them this is what you look like. Shall we pursue this? You know, that's really what we're doing. And we could plug our cameras into a nice big screen, and we could show them. In fact, we're working on a technique right now. Maybe I shouldn't give it away, but anybody out there who's building a studio, plug your camera into a big screen and put that screen behind you, and your client will be able to see his or herself, themselves, on that screen, and it really does marvelous miracles in how they pose, and you don't have to work so hard with them anymore. They look at the image and, oh, I want this, I want that. You give them a few tips. So instead of commanding them and almost shouting at them, do this, don't do that, don't try this, you're not doing that anymore. You're like, well, try your shoulders down a little bit, and try your shoulders back, and what you got there kind of talks up front a little bit. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Everybody else likes that. So that's what we're doing. It's a lot of fun now. It's a tremendous lot of fun. So we're not bossing people around. We're really having a lot of fun with it.
That's a really good idea, because a lot of people, when they go in, at least what I've noticed was, they were kind of uptight and nervous. So in like an hour photo shoot, the first 30 minutes, you're trying to warm up to them and get them to warm up to you, and it just kind of ends up being awkward for everybody. So if you're trying to pose them, it's uncomfortable, for both people, because like you said, you feel like you're shouting at them like, oh, do this, but if you can more direct them, like, try this pose, just be natural, but try to go for this, and then they can actually see what they're getting. It's going to make them relax and feel less awkward with everything that's going on. I really like that idea.
Hi, this is Liz, and thank you for having us on your show. We also have a professional makeup artist. We have this woman photo shoot that we've been having for the last 2 months now, and we hire a professional makeup artist, which does their makeup, does their hair, and basically it's pretty much half an hour, 45 minutes, and the makeup artist really prepares our clients, especially women that are looking to better their website or have a better pictures of themselves in Facebook or any social media, because we do that for them. We prepare the sites and all that. And I find that within that half an hour, 45 minutes that's getting ready, it's already preparing our client to feel amazing, feel beautiful, and feel great. So by the time they come to the studio, they're pretty much already all set up, and they're just expecting this, this greatness. And so I always say to my makeup artists, you have half of our work done for us, because they already come, expecting this great thing, because they look at themselves in the mirror and they're all, basically it's a makeover, what our clients get. And it's amazing to see the shining in their eyes and their happiness, and they live here. I'm going to tell my friend, I'm going to tell this, and we get tons of referrals just by that experience alone. So it's a very good experience for us and for the client, and we'd be getting tons of referrals for other people to come to do the same thing. And we're really happy with that.
Yeah, that's good. It's almost like a trip to the spa, or like getting a makeover with, a free makeover with a photo shoot or something like that. I could really see how somebody could just absolutely love that.
It's picking up, and we're really happy to have this session added to our business. We didn't think it was going to be that successful, but we're surprised.
Yeah, that's good. So, do you guys do any kind of like workshops? I know, like, we kind of dabbled with the idea.
Whenever you're having this, let us know, because JNLT Photography will be really interested in collaborating with that. Believe it or not, we had clients, and we have people emailing us and inquiring if we would have a basic 101 photography workshop. And we have worked towards having something like that this year. We don't have dates and we don't have anything set up right now, but it's something that definitely we want to work on in the future and have it as added to our business.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'll next time we get to talking about the idea, and actually my uncle is one of the business partners. When he stops back over here in the next couple of days, we'll definitely end up talking about that again. It's something we've mentioned. I'll keep you guys informed with what's going on. I think it'd be really good to have, especially you guys. I mean, it's, not too far away, but it is Canada. So people were like, oh, wow, they got people coming from Canada too. And they're like, wow, these guys came all the way from Canada to be here. They must be a big deal. I really think it would work out good for everybody involved. I mean, there's all kinds of ideas that, people can come up with, and, as far as promoting and new techniques, or maybe kind of going over techniques that did or didn't work, or, any kind of thing. So I think that would be a really good thing for one, to network with people in the field, and for two, like I said, the models and the actors and actresses and all that type of stuff, I think would be a really good opportunity for everybody involved.
For sure, let us know. We will be really interested of visiting you guys. It will be actually an experience for us and more photography for us to do. And networking, that's what we're all about. That's what JNLT is all about. It's not with our own network, our own niche, which is photography. We do it with business and women, and we do it with real estate, and we're always networking, and that's what I think thrives when you own your business on your own. When you have a small business, that is the key of having a successful business. Networking. And John for JNLT Photography. Our website is jnltphotography.com, and our local number here in Toronto, Canada is 647-955-0298. And if you Google JNLT, we're pretty much the first one to come up on Google. So thank you very much for having us on your show.
Yes, thank you, Pip.
Not a problem. I enjoyed it.